Hey there, humans and aliens. It's your boy, Scaredy Catlin, and welcome back to my channel. And welcome to my brand new series, What If Deku Had a Blood Quirk? Ooh. Basically, this what if is just what if Deku had a quirk called Borrow, which is where if he ingests or comes into contact with someone's blood, he can take their quirk up to 48 hours, but if he just touches the blood, then it's only for 3 hours. Anyway, I just wanted to explain the quirk right now. Let's just buckle into it. So, when Deku was younger, he was told he didn't have a quirk, and this completely devastated him. But not as much as being told that he had a disease. He had an unknown disease where he needed to have blood transfusions every few weeks. He was really nervous the first time he was going in to the doctor for his transfusion, but that nervousness didn't last for long because after his transfusion, he immediately gained a quirk, and this quirk was flight. As soon as the doctors let him leave, he went and told Bakugo, just like showing Bakugo how he can fly. Bakugo, for the first time, seemed to be just like more interested in hanging out with Deku. And it kind of faded away 2 days later when the quirk suddenly disappeared. Now, this made Deku incredibly sad, and he was just out of it until the next transfusion, when he got another quirk, super speed. He was so happy when he was able to show Bakugo, and Bakugo yet again was pretty impressed, because the quirk that Deku had made him run super fast, just like super fast, incredibly fast. But yet again, that quirk disappeared within 2 days. The third transaction, he got a fire quirk, and that's when the doctors finally said, we need to run some tests. After running some tests, they realized that Deku had a quirk that they called Borrow. It's called Borrow because whenever he uses his quirk, the person whose quirk he borrowed cannot use that quirk for as long as Deku has it. And so this was kind of a big deal. Deku, not that long after figuring this out, learned how to release the quirks, so he didn't have to take someone's quirk for like 2 days. They realized that he doesn't just have to get transfusions, and he could also ingest the blood or just touch the blood. But if he just touched the blood, then he would only get 2 hours for using that quirk. Now, Bakugo was actually excited to learn about Deku's quirk. Bakugo said that if something ever happens to me and I'm not able to save anyone, like I'm on vacation or something, then you should take my quirk and save the day. It wasn't long before Deku got a healing quirk, which completely healed his condition. So he didn't really need to get blood transfusions anymore. But after that, Bakugo decided to start training Deku with his quirk, allowing Deku to borrow his quirk for 48 hours in order to train. They trained throughout middle school, but one day Bakugo was kind of caught up at school, so he just tells Deku to go on home since he already borrowed his quirk and wait for him to call him when it's time for training. And so Deku leaves and he kind of just walks around for a bit, but he winds up running across a sludge villain. Deku's first instinct is to blow it up. He completely obliterates the sludge villain. Doesn't kill it or anything, but he is able to bottle up the villain, who is still alive. Sorry, I felt like I had to say that twice. Anyway, not long after Deku finished bottling up the sludge villain, All Might appears and asks if Deku had seen a sludge monster. And Deku says yes, and gave All Might the bottles. All Might looks at Deku in shock, and then his smile gets even bigger. He asks Deku what his quirk is, and Deku originally wants to say explosions, like a liar, but decides to tell All Might the truth and ask if someone can be a hero, even if they have a villainy quirk, like a villain type quirk, an evil-ish quirk. And All Might didn't really like hearing what Deku's quirk was. All Might almost seemed scared of Deku. All Might says no before jumping away quickly, and Deku is just kind of left in the dust. All Might in his hurry forgot to pick up the Sludge Monster, and so Deku just drops off the Sludge Monster at the police station. And then he heads home to think about what had just happened and to wait for Bakugo to call him and tell them what time they were going to be training. I think that's where I'm gonna leave off. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, make sure to leave a like and comment down below on what you think this story should be called instead of What If Midoriya Had a Blood Quirk, because I don't really like the name, and if you guys come up with a better name, then that would be very much appreciated. And if you aren't already subscribed, make sure you do subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified every time I post a video. My next video is going to be What If Bakugo Was Quirkless Part 4. And I think after that will be What If Endeavor Trained Deku Part 6. I think that's all for now, humans and aliens. Peace!